The drama at Old Trafford reached boiling point as Manchester United narrowly edged past Burnley in a nail-biting clash, sealed by a contentious last-minute penalty from Bruno Fernandes. The match was chaotic, emotional, and filled with pivotal moments that kept fans on the edge of their seats. But here's where it gets controversial. Should the decision have gone United's way? And this is the part most people miss. Refereeing decisions like this one are often the difference between triumph and disaster. Ruben Amorim, Manchester United's head coach, has developed a complicated relationship with his players after this roller coaster of a game. A 97th-minute spot kick, awarded after Jadon Anthony was judged to have fouled Amad Diallo, sparked outrage among Burnley's ranks, while igniting pure euphoria among the home crowd. Referee Sam Barrott initially waved play on, but later revisited the pitchside monitor and overturned his call, a move that left Burnley fuming and set social media ablaze. Interestingly, Amorim didn't even watch the penalty unfold, echoing his earlier behavior during the Carabao Cup clash against Grimsby. Is he deliberately avoiding these high-pressure moments? Or does he trust his players so much that he doesn't need to look? For Manchester United, things could, and arguably should, have been far less stressful. From the opening whistle, there was an undeniable energy coursing through the stadium. Players fed off the roaring support of the fans, who were desperate to see their team secure its first win of the season. Possession flowed smoothly for United early on, with crisp passing and clever movement reminiscent of a side determined to dominate. Yet despite creating several promising opportunities, they failed to convert them into goals. This inability to capitalize on chances has become something of a recurring theme for this team, hasn't it? One of the standout incidents came when Kyle Walker, the former Manchester City captain, now playing for Burnley, became public enemy number one inside Old Trafford. Every time he touched the ball, boos rained down. When Mason Mount intercepted a poor clearance and surged forward, Walker tugged at him, prompting shouts for a penalty. Initially, Barrett pointed to the spot, only to reverse his decision after consulting the monitor. It was yet another twist in a game brimming with controversy. Do you think technology helps or hinders modern football? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. United finally broke the deadlock thanks to an own goal by Josh Cullen. Casemiro's header struck the crossbar and ricocheted off Cullen before Martin Dubravka could intervene. Though luck played a role, the goal felt deserved given United's dominance up until that point. However, maintaining control remains an issue for this squad. As we saw in their recent draw against Fulham, holding on to a lead isn't always straightforward. Burnley capitalized on defensive lapses, shifting gears from passive resistance to aggressive attacks. Lyle Foster leveled the score with a clinical finish, sparking a frenetic sequence of events that would define the remainder of the match. Just when it seemed like Burnley had seized momentum, United responded swiftly. Diogo Dalot combined beautifully with substitute Joshua Zirkzee, setting up Bryan Mbeumo for his first ever home goal in a red shirt. The crowd erupted once again, briefly forgetting the tension of the previous minutes. But just as quickly as hope returned, chaos reigned supreme. Defensive errors continued to haunt United, culminating in Burnley's second equalizer via Jadon Anthony. Was this lack of structure a sign of growing pains under Amorim, or simply bad luck? As if the spectacle wasn't wild enough already, the climax arrived deep into stoppage time. After Amad Diallo went down under pressure from Anthony, Barrett reviewed the incident and deemed it a foul worthy of a penalty. With emotions running high, Fernandes stepped up to the spot and delivered, sending Old Trafford into delirium. It was a moment of sheer relief for United, but also a source of frustration for Burnley, whose protests fell on deaf ears. So what do you make of all this? Should referees rely more heavily on VAR in such situations? Or are human instincts better suited to making split-second calls? Does Ruben Amorim deserve credit for navigating a tricky start to the season? or criticism for not tightening up his defense sooner? Share your opinions. We'd love to hear them.